Hey Virgos, welcome into your February 2025 love readings. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Coco, and this is a general reading. It is not a private one-to-one virtual reading. If that is something you're interested in having, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me. I wanted to do these readings because I thought, let's honor Love Month, let's honor St. Valentine's Day. So here we are. What better way to do it than doing some love readings? The first portion of this video will be the reading for those who are in romantic relationships, situationships, anybody who is attached to a person romantically in any way, shape, or form. So that will be the first reading, and it will be time-stamped. So you can actually just jump right to the minute that reading begins, and that will be down in the description box as well for you. And the second part of the reading will be for singles, so people who are currently single. And in that reading, we will look at what's going on in your love life, but also what's going on for the future, who's coming into your love life, and what that timing will look like. Okay, so I will see you at the reading that applies to you. Okay, Virgos, if you are here, that means that you are here for the relationship reading. You are currently in a relationship, married, or just connected to somebody romantically in some way. Now we're going to move from the current energies and more broader themes into the details as we move through the reading. So the first card that came out for your current energy, you've got number 40, co-create. So you and your person are both co-creating. You're working on the relationship together. There's equal give and take here. And I feel like that's a theme for you in your relationship, equal give and take when it comes to wealth and resources, but also effort and energy. I think things are being leveled out. If there is not equal give and take, that is being looked at and excavated and analyzed in your relationship right now. Co-create also on the card has the cheetah and the owl. The cheetah is a symbol of endurance. So this is a relationship that you're both working on that you hope will go for the long run, that will be a long-lasting connection. And the owl here represents wisdom and experience. So you're trying to marry those two things. You're trying to let your wisdom and experience in relationships and with each other guide you both now. The lesson in your relationship right now, you've actually got two cards and they are each other's pair cards in the deck for me. So I have like cards that are pairs. Oftentimes they're doublings of their numbers. So you've got number 16 and 32, which is a doubled number, keeper of play and keeper of creativity. These cards complement each other as well because they're very similar. Keeper of play means that your relationship, you're learning how to be more playful, more lighthearted, take things less seriously in the relationship, and inject just a sort of lightness and fun. Kind of prioritizing, not really the menial tasks, not really the heaviness, how are we paying for this? How are we paying for that? Your lesson here is to try to get some fun in there. And creativity here is fun. Try prioritizing, if you can, your creative expression and doing creative, fun things in the relationship. So instead of doing your typical date night at a restaurant, maybe you'll want to experiment with going to an art class, like a paint and sip, doing something out of the ordinary and out of both of your comfort zones. I think that will help bring you both together at this time. Altogether, I feel like it's getting creative with the ways that you relate to each other as well. Getting creative with bringing some different energies into the relationship, not really having it be so day-to-day, menial, if you know what I mean. Now, with the energies that you could use a little bit more of in your relationship, first you got the full moon. The full moon, when it popped out, my guides told me awareness. And actually, the full moon in Leo is occurring tomorrow. I'm doing this reading on the 11th, I think, of February. The full moon shines light on things, and I think that's why my guides gave me the word awareness. There is some light being shown on something in your relationship. I'm not sure what. I am not sure in what way, But your guides want you to be very aware. Keep your ears pricked, your eyes peeled for things. Listen to what your partner is saying to you truly, and listen to the things that they don't say as well. I wanted to get some clarification, so I was like, okay, let me pull another card here. Well, they gave me waxing waning. So out of 48 cards, you got 2 of the 4 moon cards in the whole deck. So the moon is very important for you right now, Virgo. Waxing and waning speaks to the different moon phases. Waxing is when the moon is, of course, becoming full. Waning is when the moon is becoming new and when it's becoming dark in the sky. Really, you're strongly encouraged to pay attention to the moon. It could be that the awareness word that my guides gave me pertains to awareness around the lunar phases. So I'm not sure what that would mean. Take it as it resonates, but that's the message for you here, to add a little bit more of that into your relationship. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. You, Virgo, are showing up very lovely, Queen of Cups. You're very emotional, sensitive in the relationship, and that's good. You are wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're compassionate with your person. You're empathetic. You are showing your love, declaring your love, and backing it up with actions. This card is very comfortable where she is. The Queen of Cups is extremely comfortable in a relationship as well. So you are just feeling good. You're feeling emotionally fulfilled and comfortable with your emotions too. Comfortable with that vulnerable side of you. Your intentions in the relationship, the Hermit. So this is your card, Virgo. The Hermit is very philosophical and very much North Node coded in astrology, in the sense that it tells us what we want to do, where we want to go with our lives. And right now you could be trying to find the true north in your relationship. Where are things going to lead you? What's the future look like? So these are your intentions. You're trying to figure that out right now. You're asking yourself some deep philosophical internal questions, not only about what you want, but about what your partner wants, about what retirement looks like perhaps what it looks like for you both in terms of family, in terms of marriage, okay? So these big questions that are important. You see your person, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and I did clarify this with my guides that right now your person might be struggling financially, emotionally, on some kind of front. They are struggling, and you see them in their struggle. You empathize with them here. You are aware of what's happening, and there's an Ace of Wands here, so there is an opportunity for them to kind of rise up from this struggle and get back on the horse, if you will, and try again in some realm of things. You see them as somebody who's very bright, who has a lot going for them. You see them also as somebody who's fiery, passionate, and enthusiastic. So this person right now, I do feel like they're going through a hard time financially, and you're kind of providing for them. Because you have the 6 of Pentacles in your obstacles in the relationship. You could be the breadwinner of the relationship. You could be the person who lends money to your person when they need it. You could be the person who gives a little bit more. Perhaps it's because you make a little bit more at work. But you could also be giving a little bit more in time, energy, and resources. And you'll want to make sure that there is an equal balance altogether in the relationship, because you did get this co-create card in your current energy. So just wanting to make sure things are looking equal and balanced. This might be an obstacle for you. You might have a little bit of qualms about being the person who gives a bit more. And you know what? Sometimes relationships are 80-20. That's just how it is sometimes, but it shouldn't always be 80-20. And your advice, actually, you've got the Devil card too here. There is some imbalance. There is some perhaps imbalance in power dynamics. Somebody might be manipulating somebody else here for, their time, energy, resources. You'll want to take a really good look at the relationship right now and ask yourself, are things balanced? Am I being treated the way I should be? Am I treating this person the way they deserve to be treated? Is there any obsession, codependence? My guys are letting me know letting things slide when you shouldn't in the realm of finances. Okay, they're giving me an example. A person spending money without asking you and making big purchases without asking you. and then coming back to you and saying, oh, well, we don't have money for other things right now, but they just bought a big expense without asking you. Okay, so that's an example coming through. That might have happened. I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates, but it is just an example here. All right, let's get into how they're showing up. They're actually showing up Six of Pentacles. So just like this card, which tells me that there is some kind of obstacle right now in how they're showing up. And when I say that, I mean they're showing up in a way that you are not very happy with, or that's making it harder for you in life in general right now. They're showing up kind of being the recipient of your care and energy and, potentially financial resources. Now, also their intentions in the relationship. They got the Ten of Swords and the Hanged Man. They're looking for something that's like a respite from the real world. They want a relationship that is a little bit like a world outside of their own. Like they can leave reality a bit and be with you. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And one of the setbacks of Neptune is that Neptune is overly idealistic and is that planet that has its feet very off the ground, not really rooted or grounded in reality. And that's why I'm saying this person likes to perhaps hide in the relationship away from the real world, but it's calming for them. You are calming for them. They like to hang out with you, and you bring a calm and peace into their life that they desperately need, I feel like, because they got the Ten of Swords here. They want and need a place to go where they can be calm and receive care. Now they see you as the Queen of Cups, and that is indeed how you are showing up. So that's good. I like to see that because that means that they are seeing you clearly and transparently. There's no rose-tinted glasses on. And this tells me also that you're showing up very transparently and authentically. They see you for who you are. They see your love. They see all the care you bring, all the empathy you bring, all the compassion you bring, and they respect your heart and respect your vulnerability. This person's obstacles in the relationship, they have the High Priestess. They might keep things hidden from you a bit. The High Priestess doesn't really like to talk, doesn't really like to show all their cards. So there may be things that they kind of keep hidden away from you. I'm getting because you don't approve of them. So that's what's coming through right there. That could be a specific message, but for somebody out there, your person keeps things from you because they're afraid that you don't approve of them or that you will perhaps judge them for it. And it hurts them. Three of Swords, it's not comfortable for them to do this. They might have some healing to do in this arena. Well, they definitely do have some healing to do in this realm of things. And Six of Wands here, it's their self-confidence. I feel like their self-confidence is not fully developed, or in the relationship maybe because they're afraid of being judged, or because they're afraid you won't approve of something, or maybe because they're receiving more financial help, or they're not really giving as much as they can right now. They might feel like their confidence and ego is taking kind of a hit because of it, all right? If your relationship continues on the way it is now, we've got the outcome for it. And it's cool, it's good, it looks good. It's Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit. This is you, the Hermit again here, taking a look at where the future of the relationship is. Asking yourself these questions of, where are we going to end up? What's the details going to look like? Is this what I want for my life? If we retire, where are we going to live? If we, move somewhere and want to start a family, what does that mean for us? So there you are. With this Page and Queen of Pentacles, there is growth, there's progress here in the relationship. You're setting out on a journey with them, and you're trying to pave the way. The Page of Pentacles, I see this person as somebody who literally paves a street. This is just always the image given to me not always, but often the image given to me by my guides when I pull this card, because it's somebody who's learning to work hard, but really trying to make their way in the world and trying to pave their own path through hard work, dedication, consistency, and taking it slow, not rushing through anything. And I do see there's progress because you've got the Queen here. So progress on the front of home, health, family, all of those kinds of things, resources as well. Your person here is the page. My guides are letting me know, and you are the queen. So again, they're making a little bit less money than you. That's okay. I feel like there's going to be conversations about this that you have with them if there are not already. I do want to clarify one thing. Oh, Six of Pentacles fell out. Can't make it up. Yeah, well, as I was saying, I want to clarify just the Devil, just this one card, because I want to just make sure I'm not missing anything here in their advice to you. Seven of Swords. Yeah, somebody's not showing up in the way that they should be, and that's them, because they got this High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess are both attributed to silence, kind of not saying what needs to be said. Taking the shortcut around things because it's easier, and the Four of Cups. I wonder if you're just not broaching this topic with them. The World. Yeah. This needs to be closed out. Your guides want you to talk about it and solve the issue. So do try to have those conversations, because I feel as if unless the conversation is had, it won't change much. Okay? All right, Virgos, that's all I have for you today. If this was helpful, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel or leaving a comment. I do also love comments. All right, I hope you have a lovely rest of your February, and I will see you next time for the March general readings, and take good care in the meantime. Okay, Virgos, if you're here, that means that you are here for the singles love reading and that you are currently single. So let's get into the reading without further ado. All right, the current energy for you in your love life right now is all that glitters. There are masks falling, and I feel it is due to somebody else's dishonesty or somebody else who you were maybe previously connected with romantically. I'm not quite sure. But there has been a truth that you are needing to see through right now. Not all that glitters is gold here. There's somebody perhaps who did you dirty and you thought they wouldn't, and their mask has fallen, or your mask has fallen. Maybe you've put on this mask to become somebody else in a relationship, or to try to become somebody who you're not, so that you could feel like, okay, I'm good in this relationship. I'm putting on this happy mask. I feel like I'm good. And really deep down, you're not. So I'm not sure what kind of mask has fallen, but it has. And just remember, not all that glitters is gold. Not all that looks good right now is good for you. The lesson here for you is number 36, Keeper of Beginnings. So the number 6 is important. It might be a number you're seeing very often. Sixes are about harmony. So this situation is trying to bring harmony in and balance into your life, okay? So trust the process. That's all I can say here. But the Keeper of Beginnings, I mean, it speaks for itself. There's a new path opening up for you. It could be that you recently got out of a relationship, or I feel like that's the case here. But there is a new beginning opening up for you, and your guides want you to trust it and move forward down that path, whatever that path is. There's butterflies in this, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's butterflies here, and butterflies are always symbolic of transformation. So you are bursting out that cocoon, honey, and you're flying forward down a new path. So it's scary, change sucks. It's weird to feel thrust out into the open in your new wings. You got it, trust yourself. The Weaver is here, and what you can benefit from a little bit more of. Your guides want you to be a little bit more cunning, is the word here, discerning. They want you to use your brain and use your head and really think things through. I feel as if that's connected to this All That Glitters card. And I'm not here to sell paranoia, absolutely not. And that's not what my readings do. This is kind of an interesting and different reading from the kinds of energies that I usually get. The Weaver tells us to synthesize information. It tells us to go and research and get as much information as we can on something, to learn, to use our mind, and to employ our intellect and our wit. It's very a mind-driven card. It's very Aquarian in its energy, and we are in Aquarius season right now. You've also got the Solstice card. There's something that needs to be balanced out, and your guides want you to achieve some kind of balance. One of the big messages of this card is also that the highs of our lives have purpose and meaning and benefit, as well as the lows of our lives. They teach us major things and teach us major lessons that we need to learn. And so if you're going through a low right now, just know that things will soon balance out. You just need to trust this process and trust this new beginning that's opening up for you. Trust me when I say there is possibility here and there's opportunity. I see that you're showing up the Nine of Swords. You're stressed, you're concerned, you're anxious. It could also be that you're just struggling in the realm of understanding what has happened recently. You might not feel so stressed right now. You might not feel like everything's up in the air. It's more so confusion. It's like, why did this happen? Your outlook on love right now, it's about honesty. It's about clarity of communication. You feel perhaps as if somebody, again, kept something from you, like there was lying, like there was something left out, some lying by omission. And now looking forward with love, your outlook is like there needs to be total honesty, total transparency, and total communication, or else I can't be with it. This also tells me that you have recently had an epiphany about something, that something has come to the light. Something has made itself known to you about your love life right now. Okay? You know, I just want to say this all could be related to something that's happened to you in the recent past. This could be related to a traumatic experience in a relationship that you're just now processing. Okay? It's the energies here. I just read energies. I don't read time very well. So that's the thing about tarot. Tarot reads current energies, but you know, if you're currently thinking about this and what happened to you in the past, I can't really tell if it happened in the past, present, you know, what's going on. So I just wanted to let you know that. In what you look for in a relationship, you've got the Page of Cups. You look for somebody who is adoring, loving, who cherishes you, who also tells you how they feel, who wears their heart on a sleeve very much. This person's very vulnerable and they're learning how to love, but over anything, like they're giving you this cup, they're giving you love, they're making themselves very known and their feelings very known to you. So you don't do well with like the people who act cool and play cool and like don't communicate. You don't roll with that. And yeah, I don't blame you, neither do I. What you bring to a relationship is the Queen of Cups. It's beautiful. You bring more of that energy. You know, you're looking for a match for you because you bring this heartfelt, compassionate, empathetic, very loving energy. You're very understanding. You want to be romantic with this person. You want to tell this person how you feel all the time. You're very open with your heart and your emotions. So you want somebody who's going to be the same, and that's totally valid. How you can better love yourself at this moment. It's interesting. So I pulled 2 cards and then I pulled 2 cards, another 2 cards for clarification. The 2 cards I originally pulled were the King of Pentacles and the Empress. And the message here is that this is actually your ideal relationship and the one that will show up for you in the future. Because the Empress tells me that this is you in the future with somebody who treats you as you should be treated. The Empress here is a soulmate card. So this person coming into your life, perhaps in the future, they could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or just somebody who's very stable, loving, and down to build a future with you. And this is, again, what can happen for you. Your guides actually want you to keep this in your rear view. Like, really make sure that you're always remembering that a relationship like that is possible for you, and don't lose hope on it. Now, the other two cards I pulled for clarification, and excuse the snowplow passing through. We're currently having some snow flurries, and we just got a few inches of snow. You've got the Devil and the Ace of Swords. This is a message that, thank God, if you did figure something out, which I do feel like you did, when this thing came to light, when you realized something toxic about a relationship that you were in, or something toxic about somebody who you were connected to, your guides are like, thank God you did when you did. Thank God you got out when you did. Thank God you listened to us and listened to yourself. Because there was something sinister, just jealousy, addiction, obsession, codependency, or just fucked up power dynamics, abuse even, in this previous relationship that is causing you stress right now. And this is a signal, a sign to say, don't lose hope. This person was not right for you, and the person out there who is right for you would never do that to you. And it links well into the message in how you can better show up in relationships moving forward. You've got the Seven of Cups here. Cut through the illusion. You got to cut through these illusions. People who have lied to you in the past, now moving forward in the future, you have to be more discerning, because there's going to be people who lie to you. There's going to be people who, give you a cup and tell you that there's all this in it, all these coins and, wealth and resources or love, and it's really going to have like this crazy lizard-looking monster in it. All right? So be very discerning. That's also what this card is telling you. Gather information always. Always. Like, if you have to make a burner account, if you got to make a secret account and do the stalking, do it. All right? You also got the Four of Swords. Take care of yourself, especially in relationships, but right now too. Try to take care of yourself, take care of your mind, and get some rest, because when you're in a relationship, it can't all focus on that one person. You need to prioritize your own self-care as well. So that's very important as a message for you moving forward. Now, in terms of timing, when a potential romantic partner will be coming into your life and you can come into union with them, it's 9 months. Okay, so I always ask for months in terms of timing, and you got the Hermit, which is the number 9. And also the card that came out was the King of Cups. And you are showing up Queen of Cups, and this is a pair. So this person who comes into your life or comes back into your life, it could be somebody you've met before, but certainly could be a new person. Whoever this is, they are your match. And they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, a water sign, or they could just present someone like you, someone who's compassionate, empathetic, and who really wears their heart on their sleeve. They're not gonna, play any tricks on you. They're going to be honest with you. They might have a hard time communicating their feelings, but all in all, this is your match, okay? So Virgos, I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel, or just leaving a comment. I do love when people leave comments and we all get to talk about what's going on in our lives down in the comments. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your February. I wish you the best of luck in this current situation, and I will see you next time for the March general readings. Take good care and get good rest in the meantime.